everyone, welcome to this amazing series where I'll be teaching you how to find out if you are a horrible boss. Sounds crazy, right? Okay, so sometime about a year ago, there was an outburst on Twitter. I mean, I just woke up one midnight and everybody was calling me, sending messages, hashtag horrible bosses. A lot of people were hit by stray bullets. When I say stray bullets, they didn't even know that they were horrible bosses. But that hashtag gave a lot of employees of organizations, both past and present, the opportunity to speak up about how they've been treated by their bosses. And trust me, the last place you want to find out if you're a horrible boss is on Twitter, because that app got no mercy for anyone. So 90% of the time, people who are being tagged horrible bosses are not even aware that they are horrible bosses. So they may be going about their day-to-day activity feeling like the best thing after sliced bread, not knowing that the people they are serving sliced bread to prefer agege bread. Right. So, firstly, who is a horrible boss? A horrible boss is somebody in a position of authority, working with other people in a team or in a large company, but has issues with the people. So the people you're working with have challenges working with you seamlessly. And I'll respond to one question sometime later. People say, "Oh, so Grace, what do you expect me to be? Ice cream so that everyone will love me, but the work will suffer." And I say, no. There are great and amazing ways to go about getting value from your team members without becoming a horrible boss. So, like I said earlier, a lot of people were tagged on Twitter as horrible bosses. Did the stray bullet hit you that period? Or do you know anybody who was tagged as a horrible boss? Please send them the link to this video. They need to watch this video, to gain clarity on how to handle things better. Now, who says you're a horrible boss? You, your employees, or other people? I'm sure if they give everybody a mic to talk about themselves, oh my God, you hear amazing, amazing stories of how great we all are. But the truth is, you could decide to brand yourself, whatever name you want to brand yourself, but the people who work with you are the ones who say whether you're an amazing boss or you are a horrible boss. And today, I'll give you three major ways you can find out if you are a horrible boss. Like I said, you don't have to wait to be thrown open on Twitter to find out if you're a horrible boss. The earlier you know, you start making amends to go from horrible to amazing. So the first and most important way to know if you're a horrible boss is to ask for honest feedback from your team members, your colleagues, or your subordinates. Now, a lot of times people will prefer to use an anonymous survey, but I've also seen people who are bold enough to have conversations to say, "Guy, tell me about myself. My junior colleague, tell me about myself." Sometimes it's a straight up conversations. Other times they throw it in between a conversation where there's all laughter and all of that. But if they see the genuineness, they may want to tell you the truth. While there are some of your, subordinates or colleagues that even if you throw them up and drop them down, they would never tell you that you have done wrong, because in their head, you're still their boss. So you may want to go with an anonymous survey. It is safest and you get the true picture of how these people see you. Remember, not necessarily how you are, how they see you, right? Beautiful. So that's the first. The second thing you can do is to audit yourself. So you're auditing yourself. You look at critical situations that you have handled, how things have happened, events that have gone side by side, the traits of a horrible boss. I'll be sharing that with you at the end of this video. So that will tell you so this is you scoring yourself, if you are a horrible boss or not, to show you areas that you also need to make amends. The third and greatly important way of finding out if you're a horrible boss is to get a third party to audit you. So this third party is not your colleague, not your subordinate, somebody entirely different that can look you in the face and tell you the truth about the true situation of things. So what happens is they come into your business, they observe how you handle your day-to-day operational activities, how you handle situations, how you solve problems, interact with your colleagues, and then they give you a true picture of how these people see you. Now, to find out if you're a horrible boss, you can pick any of these methods or a combination or all of the methods to find out if you are a horrible boss so that you can start making amends going forward. Now, what are the traits of a horrible boss? The first trait of a horrible boss is horrible bosses are unfriendly. I mean, you could see a horrible boss laughing with, a complete stranger, maybe a colleague, and once they say subordinate, they go all serious. Yes, what can I do for you? It costs you nothing to be friendly, guys. Try to throw in a joke here and there to just ease tension, because the fact that you are people's bosses already puts them in a mindset where, oh my God, my boss is here, have to be straightened, right? So give them that environment, create that room that relaxes them so that they are happy enough to do their jobs. Another trait of a horrible boss is that a horrible boss is quick to give reprimand as against verbal praises. So you don't want to be that boss that is quick to correct, quick to find a fault, quick to correct in public, right? As against praising people. Let people see you as a boss that, oh, my boss can encourage me. I mean, even if they are being paid to do the job, a little thank you here, a little this is nice, a little this looks good. Trust me, does wonders, even if you're not giving them a gift or, cash or something, right? But it does what? It boosts their morale so that when you are giving them a negative feedback, they have an open mind and they're able to accept that feedback because they've also reaped or enjoyed the genuineness of your praises or appreciation. The next thing or the next trait of a horrible boss is that horrible bosses are usually harsh. Now, being harsh and unfriendly are two different things. But being harsh means that, I mean, you don't have to pass a message in a very difficult tone, right? You don't have to seem or act difficult for you to achieve results from your employees, because the essence of you being a boss is to be able to influence your employees and get the best result out of them. And you realize that in the process of you trying to be harsh, before you know, you're using an unfriendly tone, before you know, you're becoming aggressive, you're becoming abusive, and we actually leave the problem and start attacking the person who caused the problem. And this goes a long way to mess with the confidence and the minds of the people that we work with. And what they naturally want to do is to run away and stay away from you. So if you, I mean, there are lots of traits of horrible bosses. If you look at these traits, you'll be able to even access or audit yourself to say, am I a horrible boss? Now, if you have been tagged a horrible boss, or by virtue of this video, you realize that you have been a horrible boss. Never mind. In the next video, I'll be teaching you what to do to make amends if you have been tagged or you realize that you are a horrible boss. Thank you for watching this video and keep winning.